So welcome everybody back to BeamNG.drive, and today we're taking a look at what happens when you have one of these versus a single car. So yeah, basically you're going to have the AI chase me until we crash and see what happens when one of those man trucks hits the front and the rear at the same time. So yeah, we're going for a really rather small K car at the beginning of this episode. So yeah, it's a mod, so it's basically based on the Corvette, but it's a really small version of it. So yeah, let's get the AI to chase me and let's see what happens. Now the AI in terms of, you know, chasing and all that lot is a bit iffy at times, so I'm hoping that this works. See, it's chasing us, and then the one at the front is coming towards, but for some reason he's gone into the other lane, which is not helpful. Let's see what happens. Obviously this is not going to stand up to these trucks, but it'd be interesting to see if there is a vehicle out there that can deal with this kind of crash, because yeah, there are a lot of severe forces going on this, but yeah, this little K car is not going to stand a chance, as you can see. Oh, obliterated. Yeah, not much left of that is for sure. Stop the AI so we can check on what has happened to this vehicle. And yeah, back and front axles are basically touching each other now, and yeah, there is zero chance of surviving something like that. Right, let's up the ante and go in a slightly bigger car, see what happens. So let's get in something a little bit on the tougher side, hopefully. Let's go for a Pessima, see what happens with this. We'll go for a slower version, so we're not, you know, going too quickly in terms of keeping ahead of these lorries. They're hardly quicker vehicles, so it doesn't really matter about what vehicle you're in, because most of them are going to be able to outpace them. This is certainly quicker than the previous vehicle, so it's not really going to make much of a difference. We'll just make sure we can keep up. Right, so this is a much bigger car, a lot more metal on the go, so it should do better. Well, the front's held up a fair old amount, but yeah, here comes the rear. Yeah, pretty much the same result there, despite the fact that they're two completely different vehicles, and yet, yeah, there's very little in the way of breathing room in there, if any at all, and we've also had a massive fuel leak, so we're going to set on fire probably. So yeah, not a successful crash there whatsoever. Oh, I forgot to turn the AI off. I do apologise. Stop. Reload. Right. Let's get in something heavy. American. We'll go in a Chevrolet Caprice. Or Capri, however you call it. Don't go crashing on me now. There we go. Right, so this is a much bigger car, much heavier. But yeah, older as well, so might not well withstand this even quite as well. Make sure the man truck is keeping up with us. There we go. It's going to be a heavy hitter. That actually survived a lot better than I was expecting it to, but it's all about what happens when we get hit by the rear lorry. Oh, there's an explosion. Yeah, that's not any better really at all. I mean, there is more length to it, but I guess that's somewhat down to the fact that it only hit the rear right hand side. And we've actually even flipped over the lorry, that's how much impact forces were there. you're going to get hit by 2 lorries, it's unlikely that you're going to survive. Probably not a revelation, but a handy fact nonetheless. Right, let's get in something bigger. Let's get in a people carrier, see what one of these can do. Again, we don't need something all that quick, so we'll just go for this DX model. And let's see what a people carrier can do. Now this is something obviously that families will be driving in, so you'd expect it to be safe, but whether or not it can be entirely safe against something like this, well, it's doubtful. Again, this is a mod like the first vehicle. Mods are generally where you find some of the more interesting vehicles. Oh, kind of slowed it down a little bit too slow there. I think we're going to actually bounce out of the way. Well, mostly bounce out of the way when you get a massive side impact there. Either way, I don't think that would be all that survivable either, to be honest. Let's reset and try that one more time. Might have been a little bit too quick with the throttle there against keeping ahead of this car, this lorry even. Seem to be a bit of too of a soft of a vehicle to really keep ourselves in line for an impact, but again we do get hit in the side. Either way, that is a devastating impact. Would be nicer though to get a front and rear impact though, so we'll just try one more time. I'll give every vehicle a free time go, in case they don't successfully do it first time round. Just keep an eye on the truck behind. Right, let's floor it. Yeah, same impact again pretty much. Oh. I think that was actually the more survivable one. The doors didn't fly off, well the rear doors didn't even, so yeah, but yeah, not quite the safety kind of car that you'd expect, to be honest. Right, let's go for a heavy hitter. Let's go for a limo of sorts. Let's go for a Burnside limousine. So obviously a lot of length for this car, but it is old. So yeah, this could go either way, to be honest. A fair decent amount of speed on the go though. Front didn't hold up all that well with that, and the rear end isn't going to get off much better. And I was going to say the middle was survivable, but considering we've just taken an impact from the underside, yeah, that's completely crumpled up the middle. Though the rear right has come off okay. Probably the best of the vehicles so far, to be honest, but that's probably a lot down to the fact that there's a lot of length to this car, whereas obviously every other vehicle has been normal sized. Right, so let's go for something modern and large. So let's go for let's go for a ETK 1300 series. So this is basically based on an X5, but it is modern, it is heavy, and it is quite a large vehicle, so it might well be able to deal with the forces that we're going to dish out to it, to be honest, because it's, yeah, as you can see, quite a sizable vehicle. It's going to have crumple zones, so yeah, let's see what it can do. It's also fairly quick as well. Only slowing down to make sure the rear man truck keeps up. Yeah, that held up fairly decently in terms of the front impact there, but yeah, we didn't really get hit by the rear one there. Let's try again. Guess we were just a little bit too quick for it. So let's catch up a fair bit. No idea why this AI lorry moves into the opposing lane. It's really quite annoying. More head-on impact this time. Yeah, that survives it quite well when you consider the speed that it was going and what it is hitting. But I don't think it's going to fare too well now, considering all that damage up front. Oh, yeah. I think the forces are too great for any car to really survive. This has done well in terms of its frontal impact, but yeah, when it's right up against a massive heavy lorry and it's going to get hit by another massive lorry from behind, there's just no chance for it to move out the way or get shoved out the way or anything like that. It's just effectively squished between two brick walls. And that is the end result. Not very pretty at all. Oh dear. Right, let's try out a van. See what a van can do. We'll give a cargo box one a shot. Now, inevitably, I think the front is going to be crumpled to hell, but it'll be interesting to see what the rear end can handle. Because obviously it's got that massive bit of metal on the bottom there to help prevent collisions, particularly cars going underneath the rear of the truck. So, yeah. Nope. Man truck is keeping well up with us. Oh, the front didn't actually go up all that badly, to be honest. Oh, we've completely severed the lorry. And yeah, this has dealt with that very well indeed. Granted, the front has crumpled up a fair old bit, but overall it has kept its shape. Mostly down to the really, really tough rear end, which, as you can see, has severed the cab from the rear lorry in dramatic style. And yeah, it's done fairly well there. In fact, it still even drives, which is far more than every other vehicle that we've tried out so far. So yeah, that's really rather satisfying in terms of what it can deal with. Granted, if you were a driver or passenger, you would have been killed, but the truck itself has managed to survive. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. It's just a small little video to see what happens when you have two of the heaviest and toughest vehicles come together with a single car in front. And so yeah, there we go. I hope you've enjoyed it. I recommend trying out these kind of weird little AI experiments, because you can get some really rather fun results. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.